Good afternoon, actually, guys. For a change, it's 12:30 here in the UK, so it is not a good morning at present. But yeah, hope you guys are all well. I am Dan from Trading with Dan. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, we shall go over to those disastrous looking Bitcoin 4-hour charts. So yeah, Bitcoin on the 4 hour, this little mid area of support within this wider range. What I will note is that this was just an area of support we put within the middle of this range. We had this upper range, and this is the lower range that we were kind of trading in before. So we've only broken below, obviously, the midpoint. So that does bring into play, obviously, the lower end of about 36,000. And basically what we have going on here is most likely, like I said, people just having a look at this closure for stock markets and just thinking that it doesn't look pretty good. And obviously we're talking about how they're potentially going to sell this down into the open on Monday. On tomorrow even, or this evening with this futures market, and that has obviously been reflected already in Bitcoin because Bitcoin trades 24/7, so it is getting sold over this weekend. So that is what we've got going on. If we do get a move down, and then we can basically get back up and re-establish the S&P price above, I mean, we'll just call it 4,400. Then yeah, Bitcoin will probably recover this level and start to make ways towards 42,000 again. But if we are to come down, take out this low, then yes, we will be looking basically at lower levels, of which we'll extend this one along from quite a while ago, because that is also going to be back in play. We'll extend this along also here as well. So yeah, that is what is going on. There is a lot of what is called technical damage done to this chart. There's a lot of damage with basically how it looks technically. So yeah, obviously people are not looking at that with much optimism at the moment. To the 10-year, we just saw that we did do these closes. We looked at these the other day. Obviously they've not been trading below this 2% level, and then dollar index just there or thereabouts. The Ethereum Satoshi pairing, as we can see, trying to get supported at this horizontal here, would not be bad for it to get supported here. That would obviously put in a nice, well, double bottom, higher low, relative to this sort of double bottom high low we had here actually as well. And if we can then move onwards and upwards, that could indicate a bit more risk on within the crypto market, and would probably, would come with obviously Bitcoin price action going to the upside also. But if we do lose it, then yeah, we can potentially come back down here, at which point if we get back down here, we've got a good chance of losing this horizontal. So the Ethereum USD pairing didn't obviously hold this horizontal, and is basically back in back below it, basically back into this price action area here. I mean, still not looking like the most bullish chart, but we could put in a decent reversal if we basically get supported around here and turn back up and don't take out these lows. So like I said, all that's really happening now is this chart does not look good. Crypto is trading. This will probably get sold unless some news or something comes out. This will probably get sold down at the open, certainly at the open of this futures contract, even if it rallies back up in time for cash markets opening. But certainly this can get sold down, and that is basically what's weighing on Bitcoin. So let's have a look at those stochastics. 4 hours still at a low level, not actually turning up at the moment, but still at a low level. 12 hour looking to turn up from a low level, but it hasn't as of yet. 10 hour similarly tried to turn up, but instead took another slight leg down. Daily still diving. 2-day has turned back over. 3-day is still pointing up over, although as you can see, losing a bit of its upward momentum. Similarly with 5-day as well, pointing up, but losing a little bit of its momentum. And then weekly obviously turn up from a low level, and then just for the sake of completion, bi-weekly and monthly are still pointing down at the moment. So Yeah, so all in all, we are waiting for stock markets to basically BTFD, which case then Bitcoin can obviously reverse from here, but we have to watch out for a dump on this. But what I would say is Bitcoin has made a move down, obviously in anticipation of that. So it's not necessarily the fact that Bitcoin has to get dragged down much further. If stocks are to come down, and obviously that is unless we lose this horizontal, in which case then yeah, Bitcoin will probably take another leg down. But if we just trade around here, get back above, then yeah, things might not look so bad going into next week. So I do feel like the pricing of rate hikes is a little bit overdone. I do feel that it's going to potentially get reflected in this 10-year yield, which can actually start to make some moves down, because like even if we don't just think the market's over anticipated the number of rate rises, it definitely hasn't over anticipated the impact just a few of those rate hikes is going to have on what is actually a weak economy, regardless of what official statistics may tell you. The impact on a weak economy, which will clearly send it into recession, which will clearly be deflationary, as in disinflationary. So it will reduce inflation. I don't suspect we're ever anytime soon going to be having those issues with trying to get above 2% inflation again. Things are getting a bit too loose in the monetary system for that, I suspect. So yeah, there we go, guys. Remember, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I shall speak to you guys soon.